I spent this week with my daughter watching a bunch of Star Wars content,
Okay.
and she's obviously not old enough to watch like the trilogies or anything like that. And her favorite Star Wars character right now is BB-8. And so I went on
Mm.
YouTube and I was like, let me see if there's any BB-8 shows out there, or like maybe somebody just compiled all the BB-8 footage. And I discovered a show never heard of called Star Wars Rollout. Are you aware of this show?
No. Is it
So
that one that they did that was almost like very, very, very animated, like cartoon style for little kids? Isn't it like Young Jedi's or something like that?
So yeah, there's what I'm getting to is there's an entire universe of Star Wars content that is on
Okay.
YouTube that's canon, and I had no idea about, and it's like full on Star Wars extension shows that I've never knew existed, and I'm like diving into them with my daughter.
This is like the Legends of the Hidden Temple thing, right?
Yeah, so this is
I think
Star
I've.
Wars Jedi Temple Challenge and 100% Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Is it already
It,
like out?
yeah, it's all on YouTube.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, dude, what?
it's hosted by Kelleran Beck, who, if you remember, is the guy who saved
Jar Jar?
Grogu, and he's the actor that played Jar Jar.
Yeah.
So this is the Jedi Master that saves Grogu in Mandalorian, and he's
Dang,
the
that's
host of the
cool.
show. So that was kind of fun to see. The next one is I might have to zoom in there. Galaxy of Creatures. So best way to describe this is like a nature doc about creatures throughout the galaxy.
This is
So
the
they're
most
like,
adorable Rancor I've ever seen
yeah,
in my life.
today we are looking at the Rancor, and it just like goes into like the species, and really cool
Wow.
series there. Um,
So that would be actually really great for my little sister.
mm,
My dad watches stuff with her all the time, but she's terrified of the Rancor. They were
mm.
watching Return of the Jedi and completely fine, but when the Rancor came out, she was terrified. So maybe he can show her that, and maybe she'll be all on board with the Rancor
Yeah,
again.
yeah. There's that one, and there's also one coming up that's like perfect for that age. This one was really dope. It's hard to kind of see by this, but this is called Galaxy of Adventures, and they basically make an anime of each hero of like Obi-Wan, Anakin, Padme, and it captures all of their major moments in like an anime style 2 second or 2 minute video, and really dope concept there.
So you have a picture there of what would you call that?
AT-AT.
So that's what I call it too, but apparently that's not what it's called.
Yeah, no. If you say stop listening to my podcast. Just kidding. Just kidding. We can all
That
get
made me
along.
so upset when I realized that's what it's actually called. I'm like, bro, it's AT-AT. I've said that my entire life, and it's wrong.
Yeah, AT-AT just has a more like military sound to it.
It does, and it doesn't make sense to me because I think it's like the two-legged one. There's like an ATDP, and then there's like an ATST.
Yeah.
They don't say ATST.
Yeah.
For an ATST, like it's ATST. So why would they not go AT-AT? You know
Well,
what I
and
mean?
like think of it from like Vader, right? Like Vader's like, we're gonna take the AT-ATs. Or is he gonna say, we're gonna take the AT-ATs? What?
Master Lord Vader, what shall we take?
We're taking the app.
What? I'm sorry, what was that?
I think we're taking the app.
No and then. No and
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's just
I'm with you.
weird.
AT-AT.
So that's Galaxy Adventures. The next one is Star Wars Rollout.
Bro, that's
So
adorable.
this is the show my daughter's obsessed with right now.
Those are like the
And,
Weevils.
Yeah, every character is designed to look like BB-8. So there's a Chewie
The-
BB-8, there's a Rey BB-8, there's a Han Solo BB-8.
I didn't even get
Um,
that.
They're literally designed to, and they all move the same way. Nobody
roll?
talks. It's all beeps. They all roll.
Oh
and,
my gosh.
There's a scene where like BB-8 is being chased by this giant spider, and my daughter, 2 years old, just stands up on the couch and she's like, "Run, BB-8, run!" And I was like, "What is going on?"
She's invested, dude.
Yeah. So Star Wars Rollout,
Man.
really cool series. And what's neat is the episodes take place in like moments where we're like, oh, I never really thought of like what happened. So like when Rey and BB-8 go to the junkyard to turn in like their scraps or whatever,
Right.
that episode takes place during that time period. So it like fills in spots through the show. The Chewie episode is when like Rey and Luke are talking and he's just like fishing off the cliff. So it's like it's canon and takes place during all that
cool.
stuff. The other one is the Star Wars Galactic Pals. And best way to describe this is Star Wars daycare. And so each one of these are like a little baby species. There's like a little Gungan, there's a Rancor, there's an Ewok, there's a Wookiee, there's a Jabba, and they're all
Holy
babies.
cow.
Yeah.
You just opened up my whole universe even further. There's more Star Wars stuff that we haven't covered.
And what's
Holy
really
cow.
cute, in traditional Disney fashion, you can buy these baby figures at the store.
Genius.
So I bought my daughter a baby Ewok a while back, not knowing that there's a whole show surrounding.
You just saw it. You're like, oh, just a baby Ewok.
like,
Cute.
This is adorable. Yeah. And then the final one is a Star Wars lo-fi channel. So it's like Star Wars Relax, and it's basically lo-fi music, and it's got moving art like Grogu's snack time, and it's basically designed to just calm your kids down. And I was like,
Dude.
how is this whole galaxy existed? And I'm like, didn't know about it. Like, it's just, it's so nuts, man.
I'm checking all these out. I don't care
Yeah.
if I'm a grown man. I am checking all of those out. They look cool.
Yeah, Star Wars kids.
There's some kid shows out there. I'm telling you, are dope. Bluey, freaking Octonauts, the freaking Creature Report.
Yeah,
sick. And bomb. Some of the songs, man.
Yeah, I mean, even if you think about it, right? Clone Wars and Rebels, technically, kids shows.
That's true. And now here we are making live action.
How
dare you, sir? Okay.
Yeah. The story arc of Rebels and Clone Wars is actually superior to a kids show, and yeah.
Oh, Anakin.
Nerd. It's a Star Wars show. Shut up, nerd.
Go take your adorable little Ewok. Get out of here.
Yeah.